Right here I have at the 2014 NAMM show at the Aquarian Drumheads. We have a new product out, it added to our vintage line. We've been known for very great vintage heads with our vintage collar, which also we allow you to have a selection of modern vintage or American vintage. Our American vintage line has a simulated calf skin with our quality vintage coating. We also have an oversized, slightly oversized hoops on the American vintage line as opposed to the modern vintage. We have slightly larger hoops that will allow you to fit those older kits from back in the day. The kits, and even if you have a slightly larger wrap, they will also fit those as well. This year, 2014, we have introduced the new line of deep vintage drum heads. It's a 2-ply vintage head. The other line of vintage heads are single ply. This is a 2-ply. We offer them in 2 models. We offer them in the Vintage 2, which is 2-ply, and then we have Deep Vintage, which is a slightly deeper 2-ply vintage head. What we also have is a new Super Kick out. We are very well known for the Super Kick series in our line of drum heads, but this year we offer one in the vintage, which we never have in the past. This is called the Vintage Super Kick. Over here, if you see these heads, they're simulated calf skin, same quality vintage coating that we've had for years. This right here is the modern vintage hoops. But once again, I said they were also available in American vintage hoops or modern vintage hoops. Right here, great sounding head. Of course, we have the snare head, the deep vintage snare head, and the new vintage Super Kick. And basically this is the newest line of our vintage series that we have to offer here at Aquarian at the 2014 Winter NAMM show. Another new introduction to the 2014 we have going on here at Aquarian is some very new innovative things for the drummer. So the drummer can use his imagination. Aquarian is offering some new products that allow the drummer to be creative with his music and his sound. Over here, what we offered last year in 2013 is the in-head. Now what we have with the in-head over here is a real drum head. This is a real drum head that's triggered. What you can do now is you can basically turn your whole acoustic kit into electronic triggering device. So you don't have to bother with buying an electric kit. You don't have to bother with having 2 kits, acoustic and electric. Now, you can take the in-head, and you have it for all the sizes of the toms, the kick, the snare, and you just re-head your kick, you can mic it up, it tunes up like a real drum head, and you can plug it in, and it turns your whole kit electronically. As you can see right here, this is hooked up electronically to a floor tom sound. And this is a snare drum. Now, what we've come out with this year for the 2014 NAMM show, we've come out with what's called the on-head. Basically, the on-head is a portable drumming device. It's an electronic drum surface. Basically, what this is, it's a drum surface you can basically play anywhere. We show right here how you can make your own drum kit. When I had mentioned about being creative with your drumming, we've just taken some drum hoops, put them together, take the pad, electronic device, installation, put it inside the hoop, plug it in, and you have electronic drum set you have just made. We have what's called the rim shot. They're small little clips you can put on anything. Here we're showing how you can put it on a frying pan. But naturally, you would put it on the rims of your tom-toms. Put it on this rim. We did a mock-up. See? And there's some great innovative things we're doing. Now, if you come over here to show you, put it on a cocktail kit, add different sounds. The beauty of this is that you can use any brain you want, any brain source. If you have an old brain you've been using from years ago, you can use it. If you have the new current brains from Roland, Yamaha, whoever, you can use it. Another great thing about this technology is that it's FSR technology, force sensing response. Everybody's typically used in the triggering world of drumming. They're used to having piezo. It's called piezo triggering, which is a vibration. It's based on a vibration. So when you hit the drum, it vibrates, it sends a signal to your brain and back. Well, with our FSR triggering, which is also in the in-head as well, which is right here, two separate things, the in-head and the on-head, there's no crosstalk, there's no misfiring, it's in real time, and you have a much more consistent, and you have much more consistency with it and durability with that kind of triggering system. Over here, you can see this gentleman's playing. We have them on a drum set. Installation once again. Take the pad, put it on, plug it in, and you're good. You're ready to go. We make them for all the sizes of the toms. Turn your whole acoustic kit into electronic kit. So basically what Aquarian's doing this year is we're really trying to offer much more ideas of doing many things with your drums, because drummers, quite frankly, are very creative, and we're allowing you to express your color, your feel. We're offering the in-head so you can play electronically like you grew up learning how to play drums, moving air, playing the drum set like it was required to play, not losing technique. So that's why we came out with the in-head. You could also use the on-head, play quietly, not disturb your neighbors or your wife. So basically this year we've come out with the new vintage line, we've come out with new on-heads, in-heads, and of course we're the first drumhead company to come out with a 3-ply snare drum head. So for heavy hitters, it's not a problem, we have you covered. Great response, sensitivity. We have the new triple threat drum head. It's a 3-ply drum head for heavy hitters. We also have the new Super Kick 10, which we're known for the Super Kick. Hands down the best kick drum head on the market. Well, we've come out with the new Super Kick 10, which is has very much a lot of attack and punch. So basically, Aquarian is changing the bar in drumming these days of 2014. Okay, basically, once again, what we're doing at Aquarian is we're expanding the limits of what you can do with the drum set. Just like the on-head, the in-head. Just do it on your acoustic kit, trigger electronically with FSR technology. What we've also done is we're working with many companies. We have our partner, Cat Electronics. And what we've done is we're making a kit. This is a Cat Electronics kit. We've used our on-head technology we've built into it. As you can see right here, we have a brain out with Cat Electronics. We have all the toms, a nice little setup with cymbals. We're doing all kinds of things with other companies, outsourcing and creating kits with the FSR technology. I want to stress the fact that the FSR brings you no crosstalk, no misfiring, and it's all in real time. We have raised the bar in triggering, and this is one of our new kits that we are offering with Cat Electronics.